the three things I wanted to focus on today is going to be filtration, ventilation, and zoning and thermostats. All of our equipment meets Title 24 and all other code requirements in every single state. And when I'm showing you guys these products, feel free to stop me with any questions you might have, or if things get confusing, just let me know. All right, so I'm gonna pick this up here. And we'll start with the filtration. So typically when you're thinking about filtration, as it ties into your HVAC systems, you're always thinking about those 1-inch or 2-inch filters. Of course, in California, we're a little bit strict where everything has to be MERV 13 or higher. And all of our filters that we design are 4 inches in depth instead of 2 inches. And there's a really important reason why we do that. The filters themselves have a longer lifespan when they're 4 inches in depth. So you only need to, your homeowners will only need to change one filter a year, opposed to changing it every single month with some of the other filters. Also, they offer less resistance on the HVAC system. So your HVAC system will perform a little bit better, and it'll go longer without any kind of issues. What's really cool with these filters is, if your homeowners would like, they could always buy our odor eliminating filters that are MERV 13 or MERV 16. And the seasons where we have the smokes and the fires, putting those filters in will reduce the odor inside their house and take out even more of the smoke particles from the house. So one of the really cool things is we have grills and filter bases. So all your HVAC components can get really great filters, and all of your homeowners can know they have pretty much the best filtration that they can put in the house. Moving on in our amazing showroom here, and it'll be the best one you see today, is our ventilation products. So when we're thinking about ventilation, what's really important to a healthy home is getting fresh air inside of a home. And with today's standards, we know that we're building these houses a lot tighter than we used to. So if we don't incorporate some sort of fresh air, there's going to be issues with, it could be mold, it could be other things like that add up over the years. Typically, when we're talking about ventilations with new constructions, a lot of times they're focused on negative pressure and with bath fans and things like that. The reason why we didn't go that route is with negative pressure, it pulls in a lot of unwanted outside air without filtering it. So with a bath fan running, it's going to pull in outside smoke. It's going to pull in just dirt and allergens from the attic, from the garage, things like that. What's cool is with our ventilation, this will go where the HVAC system goes. One duct from here will go to the outside, and the other duct from here will go to your HVAC system. And this means whenever we're getting fresh air coming into the house, everything has to hit that MERV 13 filter. So you're not having unwanted particles and things like that entering your home. And the big disadvantage with typical ventilation is, if we are having bad air quality days and months and weeks, with all other ventilation, there's virtually zero filtration. So all that stuff that's coming inside the house is going to, you're not going to know it's there, but it's going to make its way in. So with our products, at least everything will get filtered, and the homeowner, with these little controls, it can also be controlled from the thermostat, will have the ability to stop it altogether or continue it. So if it's a day where it's really hot and you don't want that outside air to come in, or really cold, you have the ability to stop that. And we have a bunch of different ventilation products. These are just two of the ones that I had here in my garage that I wanted to showcase. And then the last and final thing I wanted to share with you guys is our thermostats and zoning. Our zoning is pretty much the same as all other zoning is, with all other manufacturers that you guys have worked with. What's really cool is, with zoning, we know there's going to be different thermostats in different parts of the house. So it really helps a lot, not only with comfort when you're in one part of the house and you don't need the HVAC system on, it helps a lot with energy efficiency. So when you have a 2-story house and you have multiple thermostats inside of a house, you're going to need a zone board and some sort of a damper so it can open and close how it needs to. Our zoning is pretty much identical to everything else out there. So it works in conjunction with all thermostats and all HVAC products. And this is one of our really cool thermostats I like. It's a touchscreen thermostat with an app that you could download. It comes in black and white. And if you can see this box, it kind of shows you a little bit of what the user interface looks like with the temperatures, with the app. So it's all just really cool stuff. We're trying to be innovative as we possibly can every single day. We have our engineers working around the clock. And with some of the builders we've worked with in the past, we've created special relationships and created special products that fit into each region. And the last and final thing that I wanted to touch on is going to be we have a partnership program that we deal with all of our builders. And it's a great program where we can offer indoor air quality training for your reps inside the houses. So it kind of differentiates them from other people. Offer marketing ideas and marketing material. More importantly, there's really cool rebate programs that we incentivize builders with. So as you're utilizing some of these components or all of these components or one or the other, you're getting some money back. So that went a little bit faster than I thought it was going to go. So I'm open for any questions that you guys might have.
I actually have a question on the thermostat. Is that thermostat Z-Wave? A lot of homes were, well, actually all homes are now like smart homes, and we're trying to integrate with different companies. And I found that it's difficult to find touch screens, a variety of them that integrate that way.
So these thermostats in particular are not Z-Wave, they're Wi-Fi capable. So if you have some sort of router at the home, it can touch onto that and control it that way. I don't know if we have a Z-Wave product that's coming out in the near future. It's something that we've communicated about and talked about, but we've, I think, primarily moved towards Wi-Fi for now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, I appreciate your guys' time today, and sorry I couldn't make it to Wisconsin to show our warehouse, but we might be able to do that the next trip, the next time around. And you know, I try to put these items out just so you guys can actually see what they look like. I know you guys see them on paper all the time, so you guys can see how big they are, where they go, and how they work and how they operate. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or a call or a text, and we can help out any way I can. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, you guys. Have a great weekend.
All right. Well, thanks for joining in, everybody. I'm Mark Buzzard with Liberty Bell Smart Home. This is Lee McVeigh, and we're giving you a tour of our new showroom space here in Rancho Cordova. We're right off Highway 50 between Hazel and Sunrise. Like Angela said, visible from the freeway. So it's a gorgeous, bright space where we can showcase our products. We've been in business about 40 years, and we do a whole bunch of builder work. We also specialize in high-end custom homes, and it's our mission to get a smart home system in every home that we touch. So essentially every builder that we partner with, we do a basic structured wire package, and then some element of what you see here, a standard smart home system. Typically what we're seeing in homes is electrician will wire a certain amount of things, and that's good enough for some builders. We like to go a step above, and with the way the market is now, we're seeing that buyers are expecting some level of a standard smart home. So what we do your typical structured wiring, and we put in a standard smart home system. Buyer gets a touch panel like this at the entry, and then you can integrate all these various products. So every house needs a door lock, every house needs a doorbell, every house needs a thermostat. Why not make those devices smart? So your door installer can put in a smart door lock, we can put in the video doorbell, your HVAC contractor can put in a smart thermostat, and then we will sync that into our system. That way, every buyer that moves in gets your basic smart home system. We do a lot of the job walks. Lee can speak a little bit to that with some of the new buyers and how that's going.
Yeah, with a lot of the home builders that we work with, it's a nice opportunity for us to meet with the homeowners during the home walk process and just introduce the system to them. During that time, we're also able to give them just an overview of the system, obviously, and then introduce them to options that they have, obviously, such as the surveillance cameras and even smart lighting.
Next, we kind of want to do a brief little walkthrough of our entire space so you get a feel for what a buyer would see when they come here. If you were to send somebody by to do a little bit of options, or even for your personal house, if you're looking to update things. We'll do a quick walkthrough and then we'll do a little Q&A after if you like. My wife Ashley's gonna grab that real quick.
Hi.
Angela knows Ashley pretty well. So this is our space. As you can see, it's light and bright. And I was mentioning we do a lot of high-end custom homes as well in Serrano and all over. So the way this space is built out is to show a little bit of everything that we do. Right here, we got your security elements. So you can do this at a gate, for example, as you're driving up to a custom home. It'll page your touch screen here, and you can let somebody in through the gate, or it could be used as a video doorbell. That feed also goes to your smart device, so you can see it right on your phone as well. Cameras, of course, surveillance is huge now, both in commercial properties or at home. We can do cameras all throughout, interior or exterior. Your smart door locks, there's tons of options if you want a custom one for the front door or your side garage door. All these have a key code where you can remotely lock and unlock the door. Next, we have our smart lighting control. You can click one button that will create a scene. So for example, you want to go into movie mode, you press one button and all your lights go down to a certain position. Or you can hit your entertainment mode, all the lights will turn on. Next, we do a whole bunch of TVs. Typically in a custom home, we'll centralize equipment in a rack, and then you just got a clean flat panel TV in all the various rooms, including outdoor. We even do the outdoor weatherproof TVs. Everything you can do from those touch panels, you also get on this nice remote. So it gives you your touch screen where you can control lighting, your door locks, all kinds of other smart devices. Next, music, of course. Who doesn't love music? We do indoor and outdoor music, in-ground subwoofers. As you're walking into our showroom space, we usually have the music playing for people that walk in. So it sets that tone. They walk in, they got really nice light and bright music. We do speakers in the wall, speakers in the ceiling, music everywhere. That's always something that's popular with people. You can tie in all their internet streams, Pandora, Spotify. Click an icon, it goes to your favorite artist. You can choose different genres. You can go to the zones page and see what's going on in different areas and have full volume control. So essentially it's one interface that controls all the electronics in your home or business. Next, like I said, most HVAC contractors are now installing a standard smart thermostat. Those can tie in with our systems, whether it's our basic builder package with alarm.com or a custom package through Control4. We have different price points and definitely a price point for every budget. But we can tie in your thermostats, give you full control over temperature. One thing we are doing tons of and exploding right now are these automated shades. This just shows it on a wall, of course, but if you have a lot of light coming into a space, that's part of comfort control as well. We're doing several projects all throughout the area, just very popular. Home theater, of course, is a big part of what we do. So we provide the TVs, the sound bars, custom furniture that's specific for high-end electronics, in-ceiling speakers for full surround sound, in-wall subwoofers. So home theater is a big element. Next over here, another item that's getting very popular is what's called 2-channel audio. There's a big comeback with vinyl, people wanting to enjoy their collection that they have with records. Right here is a luxurious speaker line that we carry, Bowers and Wilkins. So if somebody really wants that nice listening room or good audio experience, we have that to offer. Just a little bit more about our space, kind of walking through. It's a very nice open concept. So when people come in here, it's open, it's bright, it's very comfortable feel. This is our meeting room space. So Angela, if you ever want to do something here or have an event, I know when we opened up last year, COVID hit us all, which has been an adjustment for everybody. But if things get back to where we can meet in person, we can do some events, we'd love to open up the space here. And I think that'd be a great spot. So yeah, we'll do that. Over here, I'll show you our team. We have a very collaborative workspace where everybody's all in here together handling things. So we have operations, customer service, builder scheduling, tech support. Back here, you'll see everybody just working on different things. This is Samantha in accounting.
Hi.
Will in customer service. Hello. We got Lindsay over here plugging away on her spreadsheets.
Hello.
She does all of our builder scheduling, so. Lee, why don't you pop in and show them how we discuss things with buyers and what we do here at the sales desk.
Well, we have the opportunity to meet with customers here in our showroom and give them obviously an up close demonstration of the options that are available to them. And that would include obviously the home theater and then the security portion of their smart home system. We create the maps of all their residences. And so we're able to give this to them and they have the ability to have a full understanding of exactly what is in their home and how it operates.
And then kind of the last few areas of our space, usually offer clients, of course, something to drink when they come in. So make them feel comfortable. This is a bar area. So it kind of demonstrates what's possible for media and entertainment rooms. We're seeing a lot more people not do that custom dedicated theater room, but they want their large screen display. And then maybe the other half of the room to be a bar combo, like a pool table or a stand-up bar like this. But this is a really comfortable space to lay out that big floor plan, especially in the custom homes, and really dial in everything. And then after we've shown them everything that's possible, we're able to sit them right down at that sales desk that we showed you and discuss all those options. So we like to be a sales representative for the builder and sell off your basic option sheet if you want, or if you want to allow more custom things, we can help with that. But it's our job to be a partner for you. With that being said, we'll, I guess, do questions right now. So yeah, Lee, come on over, we'll do that.
Any questions for Mark and Lee?
Yeah, so I do have a question. So in our standards, we run an Alula basic package that we also have the Amazon Dot and Show in. Do you guys supply your own products for that, or do you still back those products with yours?
I'm familiar with Alula. That's similar to what our unit does. It's a Qualsys panel that would replace the Alula, but it's compatible with all of your devices, your thermostat, your door lock. We can certainly tie in the Echo Dot. We get some buyers that want to add that as an option as well, but if that's a standard, we would provide all of those products and support them. And I'd love to partner with Woodside. We've done work in the past. I know Jim, we go mountain biking all the time. If you see Jim Bayless, say hi.
I shall.
Anyone else? Any other questions?
What brands do you mostly work with?
Our smart home platforms are alarm.com, which uses the Qualsys panel. And then our high-end line is Control 4. As far as structured wiring, we do all on Q Legrand products. And then all of our smart systems are compatible with those other very popular devices such as Amazon, Alexa, Google Dot, all your voice assistant, Siri.
Thank you.
Mike, you had a question?
Yeah, for your on your comfort controls, the smart shade systems, what systems integrate with those smart shades?
Both of the platforms that we install, alarm.com and Control 4, Lutron is our line that we use for all the automated shades.
Cool.
Hunter Douglas is compatible as well. A lot of the designers that we partner with, they'll specify the Hunter Douglas shades and those can tie into our systems.
Is that something that you guys supply the smart shades, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like Lutron, for example, we got all our shade books and everything here. We're able to go out, custom measure all the products and then have them choose a fabric, and you can do blackout, you can do 3%. There's tons of options.
Okay.
Great. Any other questions?
Yeah, I have one on the alarm.com specifically. How do you deal with customers that don't want to do a full security system? I know that they charge a fee just to have everything integrated normally through alarm.com. Is that waived for a number of years, or is that per builder, per community? How do you normally deal with that?
They changed their builder program, which has been really successful, to essentially they have two options. They have what's called a builder awareness package, or if they sign up with us for monitoring, there's a monthly fee. If they decide, hey, you know, I'm not ready to pull the trigger on my full security system integration or like the camera recordings through the video doorbell, they can get what's called builder awareness package. It's free for 3 years to them. And that gives them access to the app where they can control their door lock, their lights, their video doorbell, they get the live feed and thermostat, any of the smart home tie-ins. What it doesn't give you with that free package is access to the alarm system. So you can't arm and disarm the alarm remotely or get any of the monitoring services for the alarm. And on the video doorbell, it's similar to like the Ring or the Nest products where it's free for a live view where you can see it, who's at your doorbell. But if you want those recordings, that cloud data to be able to go back and see a history of all that, that's something that they would charge for. So they would get access just to the live view, all the smart home pieces, but not the alarm, not the video doorbell recordings.
And that's for 3 years.
It's free for 3 years. Yep. And then we have it scheduled to where we start charging them after that if they want to keep it. And it's kind of like, your Netflix subscription or your Ring subscription or your Nest subscription. They give it to you for free for a while. You love it. By the time it starts billing, they see the value in that. Okay, let's keep it type thing.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Mhm.
Mike, did you have a question?
Yeah, what's your guys' take rate on custom options versus just the pick options? How many buyers do you have that come in and want to go above and beyond what the normal build or option program is set up to be?
So with the builders that we partner with right now, name a few, we're doing all the Elliott, Tim Lewis, Premier. They have their own like cookie cutter option sheet, and we'll meet with those buyers and sell through those options. Every time we meet with a buyer or bring them into this space, I would say honestly, it's a 99% take rate. They want some level of options. As far as the custom options, I'm not really doing that with the builders right now because, to be honest, I found that we couldn't really keep up with that. It causes problems with people in the field doing too much. It messes up with the whole builder schedule and everything. So the custom stuff I'm doing more through like Serrano builders and the custom builders. That's just the reality of what's happened. Every once in a while, you get like an Elliott buyer, for example, that wants to do a theater room, and they've authorized me like, okay, hey, if the customer really wants something custom, you can work up a price. You can give them the Elliott price and then bill us, 25% less. And we're happy to do that as well. We just don't want to create problems for you and vice versa. We want it to be smooth, seamless, and not get too crazy with these buyers, because right now it's like you open it up to do something, it's like word travels fast. So you got to always find that balance.
Okay, thank you for participating. It's nice to meet you, Lee. Bye,
Ashley.
Mark. Bye, Ashley.
See you
Bye.
later. See you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, well, good morning. My nime is Dustin Griffith. I work for Flyme or Simus Floor and Design. We service the greater Sacramento region all the way down to Fresno and even in some of the Bay Area. So we do cover a large area of flooring and countertop window coverings, pretty much all surfaces like that. So I'm kind of standing in one of our design studios right now, and I will flip the camera on if I possibly can. Let's see. There we go. So you can kind of understand the size of one of the studios, just kind of how we do tile, a lot of hardwood. We do specialize in a lot of higher end stuff, but we also go from obviously the base grade and very low production unit stuff. Now, we also have a pretty wide range of in-house designers. So one thing we do offer is retail. I'll be walking through our retail showroom shortly. So customers are encouraged to come in and look through our design center when they may have time, because a lot of times people during the week are very busy. So we encourage them to come in at any point in time. Have a full design studio out here with multiple designers on staff all weekend. And please feel free, if you have any questions, let me know. And I apologize right now, it might be a little busy in here. We are currently in the middle of upgrading our other builder design center.
Where will that design center be?
I will take you to there in a second. So we try and show as many different coverings as possible. Have a lot of solid people here for any expertise that you guys need. Now, this final design studio is our builder design studio. We just recently are in the middle of renovation, so it's completely empty, but we have literally just started it. So we did the initial tear out last week, got the install done, and then we will be obviously filling this up. But right now it is a blank slate. So other than that, we do offer all full digital services for any kind of plans, takeoffs, anything like that. Actually, like on-site designers, as well as in-house designers for your builder or for any of the builders. Is there any questions you have? Anything that you may think that I need to go over that maybe I haven't covered?
Are there any like new product lines or anything like that that you have, or?
We have a ton of new product lines coming through. I would say some of, actually, let's go back up here. As far as customers go, for the swing that we typically see right now is a lot of LVP. Everybody's going LVP and they're doing hard surface like that throughout, you know, their entire downstairs. So a lot of wood look LVPs, a lot of even like low level engineered hardwood now is even able to withstand, you know, the family dogs and stuff without a problem. So we're seeing a lot of the warmer stuff really kind of coming in. The believe it or not, the carpets typically end up only being in bedrooms anymore. So like kind of one of the new trends is really going hard surface just about everywhere, and even on the stairs. The tile side, showers are definitely seeing a lot more upgrades in those areas. They're definitely getting, you know, very creative with some of the fun things they like to do. And we're getting a lot more manufacturers coming out with new products for less expensive and better looking showers. So you don't always have to go with the acrylic bases. Countertops are really coming out with a lot of new stuff just because of the tariffs. So we're seeing a lot of really fun new colors and stuff coming out of there. So I can kind of show you some of these new guys, but they are very colorful sometimes. So other than that, though, I would say there's a ton of great customer service departments here. We actually offer a customer service department and quality control and QC tech department that is the same size as a much larger corporations that are around here that are in the same industry. So when things need to happen, we can make sure that they get done quickly and efficiently, so as to minimize any kind of customer issues. Service and installation, our installers, I would say, are second to none. We try and maintain the highest quality installers in the area. So when we do send our guys out, most of the time, we don't have a lot of issues. Other than that, I don't know. Is there any other questions?
How are you guys working on, this is Mike with the New Home Company. How are you guys working through material back orders and shipping delays and things like that? Are you guys ordering out front sooner? You know, do you guys have better buying or negotiating power with, you know, material supply to you guys? Kind of what's your workaround on that?
Well, Currently, I would say it's kind of a twofold situation. So if you're dealing with, a buyer that's not, you're getting the color selection sheet a couple weeks out, you are 2 to 3 weeks out, or any kind of changes, those kinds of issues you can't really overcome unless you obviously order right away. And that's one thing I know we order from time that we get the selection sheet to the time of order, depending on when the house is going to go. Right now, we're trying to order at least 6 weeks in advance. And I think that's pretty pretty unusual considering, when you look at some of these other companies. So we try to get out there and as far in front of that order as possible. And that actually kind of negates a lot of those issues you may have with supply, because if you tie the supply up before anybody else does, then you kind of, you take the margin of error for shipment and stuff out for the most part.
And do you guys have the capacity to be able to warehouse materials for, that long of a period beforehand, or are you getting it shipped to you guys?
We actually have 3 warehouses just here on this site, and we have multiple across, Stockton and Fresno. So we absolutely have the capacity for, a lot more material if needed.
And besides, your hard surfaces and soft carpets and countertops, do you guys do, blinds? And I saw in one of the displays there was some vinyl blinds. And do you guys handle any window treatments?
Yes. Yeah, we handle the entire range of window treatments. So all the way from, really fancy shutters to motorized shutters to your standard 1-inch blinds. So we can, supply and install everything as far as those go.
Well, thank you very much, Dustin. We appreciate you walking us around your showroom.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for being here.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too.
Well, hey, everybody. I think I know a couple of you, judging by the list that Angela sent out. So for those that don't know me, I'm Chris. I'm with Sonova now. We used to be Sun Street. You guys probably recognize the Sun Street name more than the Sonova name. We were recently acquired by Sonova to continue to build out their new homes departments and to bring them into the builder world. And what better way to do that than, take the experts from Sonova or Sun Street to do it. So I'm actually inside one of our homes, as you guys can tell behind me here. And since we don't have a showroom or a factory, I thought it would be kind of cool to show you guys the actual installation process that we use to put in the solar in our home. So I'm starting in the garage here. And what you can see here is actually what we call our conduit. This follows the framing all the way up to the ceiling. And in this specific home, it actually punches through the garage there. And then as it goes through the home, it actually goes up along the rafters and punches through to the roof. And then that's where the solar array will go. What that does is it allows us to only have one penetration that goes to the roof. It allows us to easily flash that one penetration and minimize any sort of leaks or anything like that could happen through that penetration. And on the outside of the house is where really the brains of the operation are. This wire you see sticking out right here. Once this home is all finished, this will be replaced with what we call a combiner box. And inside that combiner box, you're going to see our monitoring hardware, our cellular modem that allows us to monitor and the homeowner to monitor their solar system without them having to have any sort of Ethernet or Wi-Fi connection to the solar system itself. We take care of all of that. So that gets put in here. And then if there's any emergency disconnects that are required by the area that we're in, obviously that'll be put in here as well. And it's a very, very clean install. As you guys can tell, there's only a couple holes that are put in the roof. But the reason I wanted to show you guys all of this is, on a typical BIA event, we're kind of just talking through our process, right? And this way I actually get to show you why our process is so great. So I appreciate Angela putting this together. This is kind of cool. But our process is set up just like a builder builds our home. And what I mean by that is you can see behind me, there's obviously a whole bunch of homes in construction, right? And we phase build just like you phase build. So we phase install every component of the solar system to fit right into your construction process. The whole reason behind that is that way it doesn't delay any part of your construction. Everything's on time, and we manage that with some quality control in the field as well. So I just talked a lot about our installation and that whole process. I wanted to open up for a couple of questions about what I talked about. Does anyone have any questions so far?
Yes, question. Are you guys running storage systems? Is that part of an options package for you guys? Are you running any of those standard?
Right now, we are getting ready to roll out some standard storage communities where in addition to the PV, there will be storage on every single home. As you're probably aware, with doing storage on every home, there's some builder credits you're able to get with the new code. We also have a new process being part of Sonova that if the home didn't come with storage, so if it's just a solar only system, they can actually add a battery after they get their system activated.
Okay. How about any hybrid inverters? Are you guys running a standard inverter, or is there a hybrid option?
We are running our in-phase inverter. So that's what we use on all of our projects is the in-phase product. And then if we do storage, it would be the in-phase storage solution as well.
Okay.
Thanks for the question, Chris. Yeah. Anyone else?
It doesn't look like there's any more questions. So any last comments, Chris, before you sign out?
That's about it. I mean, like I said, some of these builders on here I know. Chris, it was great to talk with you because I haven't met you before, but you know, we're in a heavy expansion mode right now. We have the capability to take on quite a few more builders and communities than we are working on right now. And we're looking to expand heavily in the next year or two. So if you guys have any upcoming projects you want us to take a look at, even if you've been working with another provider for a long time, it doesn't hurt to check pricing and see what else is out there. So definitely give me a call. I'm sure you guys have my email because Angela sent it out to you. So shoot me an email, add us to your bid list. We'd love to take a look at your projects.
Okay.
Hey, I got one thing before you take off, Chris. This is
Mike.
Mike with the new home company. Hey, as far as, you know, there's a lot of delays on electrical boxes and wire and all kinds of stuff. How are you guys handling that? You know, you say you have capacity to take on more builders. Are you warehousing some of these materials that you need? You know, do you keep stock? You know,
That's a great question, Mike. And you know, there's been a lot of talk in the industry lately about that. And if it has to do with solar, we take care of it. We haven't had any supply issues as well. I even actually asked my supply chain director yesterday about this, and we haven't had any supply issues and don't see any in the future. And part of that is because of our forecasting. So you see the electrical panel here, that's obviously put in by the electrician, but our installers do all the wiring into the panel itself, and as well as all of the solar materials, the equipment, and all of the balance of system materials and all that. We haven't had any equipment shortages or constraints either on equipment or on labor at all. And that's again because of our forecast and the way we run our supply chain. We keep a safety stock at our installers' warehouses so that if we add a whole bunch of homes with little to no notice, we're able to install on those homes as needed. And so it minimizes any sort of delays or issues or anything like that. We haven't had any issues. Does that answer your question, Mike?
it does. Yeah, thanks. And what's
Yep.
kind of your standard rack system for installing the panels? And you may have covered, I missed the very beginning, but what kind of panels are you installing?
Right now, we are in the transition between an LG 340 watt panel over to our Hanwha Q-Cell 380 watt panel. So we're going up to the 380 watts. I'm trying to get to the back of the house here because there's a little bit of noise, but yeah, so we're transitioning to that higher wattage panel. the racking system, it really kind of depends on what installation method you are looking for. So we do an over tile install, we do a well set install, we can do an over comp, flat roof. So it really depends on what roof solution you're working with, because we're going to tailor our racking system to that roof solution.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Yep.
Any other questions? Okay. That's great. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you to all the builders. I appreciate you guys' time. This was definitely a lot more fun than our typical Zoom event. So I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good Friday,
We'll
everybody.
see you at the.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, so Bonnie, thanks for joining us. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to say hello to you earlier. Want to let you know I have been recording the sessions, all the presentations, so you'll be able to see them. So everybody, I would like for you to mark your calendars. We're going to have our next purchasing agents roundtable on June 16th. It's going to be from 11 to noon, and it will be a Zoom event. Luke Young, who's on the call, he is the facilitator for our roundtables. And so if you have any subject matter that you would like to discuss, our purchasing agent roundtables are just you guys, so that you guys will be able to, share best tips, ask questions about issues, or get some feedback on what's going on with each other and things like that. It's been a really helpful format in the past, and we would like to keep them going on a regular basis. So our next one will be on June 16th. It's a Wednesday, 11 to noon, and I will be sending y'all the Zoom link, or sending out the invite so you get the Zoom link. And we've also had speakers in the past too, so if there's, we have that capability. So we usually do whatever we want during that hour. So any other thoughts or questions or anything going on that you guys have in regards to the BIA or the industry in general? Oh, all good. Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing you on June 16th on Zoom at 11. And then we have our mixer that day at 5 o'clock at Cosentino's showroom. So hopefully y'all will be able to attend that as well. Okay, with that, thank you very much for sharing your Friday morning with me. I hope you got some value out of the past hour, and happy Memorial Day.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thank
Angela.
you, Angela.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.